This week, we have a movie that underwhelmed.
It did.
And that's the appropriate look he should have, I would think.
I feel like we were catfished a little bit with this movie.
Yeah, the trailer is awesome.
It is a good trailer.
We talk about that. It lured us twice.
That's true.
Well, it lured us once, and then we kind of forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw it again. We're like, ooh, let's do this.
Ooh.
A lot of good lessons on thrillers.
Yeah.
And kind of what you need to do that this movie didn't do. So a little spoiler there.
Yeah, I mean, the thriller is a separate animal from really any other kind of genre.
It is. And it can be anything. It can be romance, action, drama, comedy thrillers. I mean, it really just comes down to...
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Are you talking about a romantic thriller?
Yeah.
Could you please name an example of a romantic thriller?
A romantic thriller would be a romance movie that's not a comedy.
I mean, like an actual example of a movie that is a romantic thriller. Exactly.
No, I son of a bitch. I see the poster, I see the words on it, and all I can say is Dances with Wolves, and that is so far off. Jewel and the
Queen of the Nile?
No.
Princess Bride?
No. Why can't I say these words? It's like somebody is in my head. Romancing the Stone.
I never saw it.
Okay. It's got a little humor in it, but it's not a comedy. It's not at a comedy level.
But it's a thriller?
It's a thriller.
How is it a thriller?
Because there's a lot of shit going on. You don't know who's going to get ahead, who's got what, who's working for who. It's thrilling.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Kathleen Turner, Michael Douglas, Danny DeVito.
Okay.
Yes. So anyway, anything could be a thriller. A thriller is very simply setting things up to where there's a twist, there's a turn. It's a little exciting, not like in an action sense, but, you know, what's going to happen? What's this about? And, things being revealed. Not 10 seconds in.
Oh, I know what this is.
Yeah, I know what this is. I got this. It's, because then you've got another 119 minutes and 30 seconds of yup.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've seen documentaries that were better thrillers.
Yeah. We go on to say that there's some good direction, but even the best direction suffers under the writing, and it's the writers we kind of place the blame on for this one. But technically sound, but we'll let the episode cover the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Don't know what else to say.
Do you know what? I thought of a romantic thriller.
Talk to me.
I lost it.
See.
Wait, hold on. The Lion King.
That's low-level romance, if anything. Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's leave on that note.
All right.
With the Lion King. Let's get into this thing.
Let's go. Well, hello there, B-Siders. Welcome to another episode of Bravo for the B-Side. This is Danny.
And this is Jim.
How was that? Did I do a good intro?
Yes.
Excellent. A lot has happened this week.
It really has.
We got our kid back.
Yes.
And we watched Man vs. Bee. MVB. And it was horrible. Don't watch it.
I hate having to say that.
Why?
Because it's Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah, but have
And-
you read his recent interviews lately?
No.
He's not on the right side of things.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, then I guess it's fine. The series sucked.
Yeah.
It could. So each episode is like what, 11, 12 minutes?
The first one's 19, and then the rest of them are between
yeah.
10 and 13.
Yeah. This could have been boiled into the first one and left at that.
Yeah, why was it made a series instead of just like a movie?
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, there's a couple light laughs in the first episode, but then it was just a lot of quiet. Lily twice wanted to just quit watching it.
Yeah.
The second time, as we were starting up, we were like 2 minutes into the last episode. She's like, oh, I'm done. I'm like, no, God damn it. We are not stopping.
We've come this far.
Yes, I'm finishing this thing off.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of a disappointment. Yeah.
But on the plus side, we got our kid back.
Yes.
That makes it sound like she was taken away. She wasn't.
Back from Grandma and Grandpa's.
Yeah. She went and spent a couple weeks there and had a blast.
Yeah. Missed that
We
kid.
missed her.
Yeah, we did.
No one tells you that as a parent, the free time you have without a kid is ever so precious, but you spend it talking and thinking about the kid.
Every time she'd go visit your dad and Julia, it was constantly. We always end up talking about her.
She's
not
here
to mention
even when she's not here.
I know the daily contacts.
Yes.
In and of themselves, but yeah, we're sitting in a little bit of quiet, watching something, take a little break, talk about the kid.
Right.
She would have loved this. Oh, she would have hated that. Oh, this. Do you remember when she's been gone for 1 hour?
I know.
We just, got back from the airport. Anyway, yeah, she's back, which is wonderful. And she's doing girls rock camp.
Yeah, which she
this
had her
week.
first day of today.
Yep.
As we record this.
Yeah.
And loved it.
Yes.
Has a new band and bandmates.
Yep. And the rest of this week, they're going to be working on composing a song and some music and playing it. So this Saturday, they have their girls rock band concert.
Yeah.
And all the little band groups, because they divide them up into groups.
Right.
They got a vocalist, they've got a keyboardist, a guitarist, a drummer, and then she's doing violin.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this will be cool.
Yeah.
You get to see them all play at a local venue.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be nice. Most recently, we got to see a screener.
We did get to see a fun one.
Yes.
From our friend David Ryan Keith in Scotland.
Yes. And we're not going to say what it's about.
Right.
It's a different type of film.
Mm-hmm.
We're excited for him.
Yeah, David's been thirsty for this kind of film for a while.
Yes. And he's finally got the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the screener is unfinished. It's like the first rough cut for the producers to say, okay, as far as things are going. A lot of ADR that still needed to be done, color correction, some pickup shots,
right?
A little bit of VFX, and more sound mixing.
Right.
And I think a final decision on the scoring.
We should have told him we saw the prop knife get busted in the one scene. Oh, okay.
I did.
Just in case he didn't spot that.
Yep. No, I brought it up. And there's one part where we see our beloved bald bearded Scotsman.
Yes.
Liam Matheson.
Our buddy Liam.
Sprinting across the screen as an extra. I was kind of on the lookout for him.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, was that Liam? Like, wait, go back.
It's the secret Liam in all of David's movies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We should have like a sort of like a watch party and, sort of like a Where's Waldo? Where's Liam?
Yeah.
If he's not actually a character moving and breathing, he's in there somehow, some way.
Right.
Which is just wonderful. But yeah, that was fun. And we're already, folks, we will be covering it when it is done. When David says it's ready.
Right. We actually put off recording in order to watch it. So we're recording a day late.
Right. Yeah, because we got to watch this. And he's already got a few of the cast members ready to go. Give us some interviews, and we'll be talking to David about it. And hopefully Lorraine.
You can't say that. You've cursed it.
No, I'm putting pressure out there.
That doesn't work.
I'm building demand.
It's not going to work.
Well, I will have the conversation. Anyway, so that was fun. We were very happy to have been able to see it, and we can't wait for the final, like the Golden Master sort of thing. And when that happens, we'll be doing it. We'll be doing it spoiler free. We've done that on a couple.
Yeah.
We did it on Annihilation, Redwood Massacre Annihilation.
Right.
We did it with Ryan Kruger and Fried Berry, which that thing is still kicking.
It's so good.
We covered that film like before anyone else.
I know.
It was still plodding around theaters during the pandemic, virtual not theaters, festivals, virtual festivals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we did it twice.
Yeah. So nice. We did it twice.
I don't know. Is there anything else? I don't.
Midge watched Ted Lasso this week, and we lost some people.
Oh, God, yes. We did. James Caan. One of the old guard.
Yeah.
People will most recently remember. I don't even want to say most recently. That was 90s.
Most recently. The
God.
90s.
So many things. Color of Money. He's done so many films, a lot of war films. A lot of people remember him from Misery as the author, the main character, gets his feet fucked up. That crazy bitch. Which, in my opinion, is one of the best movies made from Stephen King's stories.
I've never seen it.
It's true. What? You've never seen Misery?
Nope.
Holy shit.
What?
We're putting that on the books.
Okay.
It's just this fucking crazy woman and this poor author got stuck in her cabin, all gimped up.
Wait, I think I maybe have seen it. Now that you're...
Yeah, he plays Paul Sheldon, the author. He gets in a car wreck. She slogs out and gets him because he goes in this cabin in the middle of nowhere in the mountains.
Sure.
Comes out in a blizzard. She hauls him back. Nobody can get in or out. And he's so just really fucked up. But she was a nurse.
And she won't let him leave.
She won't let him leave.
Yeah.
She reads his final book where he kills this main character.
This is ringing bells.
That's been part of a whole series, right? Like 20 books. And then she was pissed, so she makes him write the character back into life, makes him write a new novel while he's healing. Find out she was batshit crazy and killed a bunch of people when she was a nurse. And then keeps him drugged and then hobbles him. In the book, she cuts his feet off. In the movie, she puts a plank between them and then busts his ankle or hits each foot and just like snaps it inward with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Hobbling him permanently.
Huh.
Anyway, that's not the movie we're talking about.
No.
But, so yeah, James Caan passed.
Somebody else did.
Why can't I get the name? From The Sopranos?
Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
It's very embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah. But he is one who has played...
Tony Sirico.
Yeah. And he has played so many Italian dudes. Like most of that crew, right? From The Sopranos. A lot of those guys made their careers playing those characters.
Right.
Right. Hey, whatever works, and he did a bang up fucking job every time he did it. But yeah, he is gone as well. It's just going to keep, happening more and more.
Well, I watched Ted Lasso.
Yes. We introduced her to Ted Lasso.
She has strong feelings.
She does. Well, like we all did, but she loves that series.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're anxiously awaiting season 3 because it will be spectacular.
I can't imagine it being any other way.
I know. Let's see. And we finally got to play D&D over the weekend after several weeks of hiatus because of the girl's absence. And ooh, it was something.
Y'all killed a big brain monster.
Yeah. And we had some issues in doing it.
Yeah.
My squishy cleric was the last chance.
You did it to yourself, though. Halfway through the battle, you incapacitated yourself.
I didn't have any other choice. It was a Hail Mary. I was trying to kill the thing because it was crippling my tank and my tank. And our squishy NPC can only do so much. If she'd have got hit, holy Christ, that would have been it. I was the only one capable of getting through the wall of force.
Yeah.
These two were grappled and stunned at the same time. I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, we made it out. But it was a hairy, like fucking 3-hour
It was a
battle.
long battle.
Jesus, yeah.
It went a lot of rounds, too.
I know. Counting down those, that potion's going to wear off. Oh, no.
Right. And the poor townsfolk closing in on you, too.
Oh, yeah. Mind-controlled townsfolk, doppelgangers, just all kinds of stuff. But mind flayers, a room full of mind flayers.
Yeah.
And an elder brain.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well.
Let's talk about something we watched.
All right. Tell us about it.
I think I will.
Well, okay.
So this week we watched The Invitation, released in 2016, directed by Karyn Kusama, written by Phil Hay, Matt Manfredi, starring Logan Marshall Green. Oh, come on. Seriously?
Emayatsi Kuranialdi.
Say that again?
Emayatsi Kuranialdi.
Yeah, that one. And Michael Huisman. Huisman. It could be pronounced so many different ways. I don't know the phonetics of it.
Do you want to just spell it?
No. It was rated TVMA. The budget was $1 million, which is impressive.
Yeah.
And it showed.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's our log line, folks. A man accepts an invitation to a dinner party hosted by his ex-wife. An unsettling affair that reopens old wounds and creates new tensions.
Yes.
Let's talk about this movie. Take us in.
There's a man driving a car.
There is. I saw it.
Initially, I thought his name was Bill, but I guess it's Will.
I made the same mistake.
But if Will is short for William, Bill is also a nickname for that. So I don't feel bad about it.
Unless it's Wilhelm. Sorry. It's not Wilhelm.
You could still call him Bill.
Wilhelm?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can.
No.
How does it... Okay, for William, how do you get Bill a billion?
I
mean, what even is that? How do you get Dick out of Richard?
I was just going to say,
Actually, I don't like the way I worded that sentence.
You entice him softly and lovingly and promise to rock his world.
Good to know. So Will is spacing out. And the woman with him in the car, his girlfriend or wife possibly, asks if he's okay. They're kind of in and out talking. There isn't like a whole lot of conversation going on.
Right.
But they're on the way to a party we get, and no one has seen the people who invited them to this party in 2 years. So while talking, They almost hit an animal, and then, oh, yep, they hit an animal. It's a coyote. It is unfortunately still alive. So Will puts it out of its misery with a crowbar.
Yeah.
He has her go in the car, and it doesn't look like he enjoys it, but you got to do what you got to do.
Well, you do, and you use what's available.
Yeah. I mean, it was humane.
Yeah.
The thing wasn't going to live.
No.
At this point in the film, there is the sound like a ticking clock going on,
mm-hmm.
and then a dinging sound, like a timer.
Yeah.
And then Will and the woman are back on the road. And that sound, that ticking clock and dinging sound, were so prevalent that I was like, okay, I need to pay attention to sound in this film because it's going to be thematically something. We'll come back to that. So they arrive to a very posh looking house. And Will says that his ex, Eden, who is apparently the person who has invited them over,
mm-hmm.
comes from a family with a lot of money. And he used to live in this house with her, is what we get.
Right.
So they get inside. There's a flash of a little boy, but I wasn't sure what it was initially.
I didn't even write it down.
I didn't either.
But I was going to bring that up. And I was like, I don't even know what to make of this.
Right.
So I just left it. But yeah, so they lived there. But he makes the comment that her family has money.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always like her house.
Right. So they get in and there's a small group of people that greet them very warmly. We learn the woman's name is Kira. And we learn names of some of the other people, but I literally didn't write any of them down because I was like, none of these people are important.
I bring them up a bit later as they become relevant. But yeah, that was like a big campfire circle name exchange. I'm like, no.
Too many.
Yep.
So someone is late, and they're complaining about this person who's apparently always late. And then Eden comes down and hugs Will. Her husband comes down too. His name is David. They're very affectionate. So whatever split Will and Eden up left them, I guess, still talking.
I suppose.
Right?
I mean,
at least, or cordial.
I guess. But it's been 2 years and none of these people have talked to one another. So I don't know what to make of any of it at this point.
Yeah, it's very strange. And David says there's a lot to celebrate. So this night is a reunion of people who are special to Eden. Mm-hmm. And Will is like half paying attention to this. He's very distracted by the house itself. And then he sees this pantsless woman in a doorway while David is talking. David is talking about new beginnings. And then the pantsless woman comes out at the end of the speech in a dress and introduces herself as Sadie.
Yeah. And
apparently they found her in Mexico.
Right. Now, when you say pantsless, because I wrote the same thing, I wanted to make clear Donald Duck.
Oh, yeah. She's full Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. She's just got a T-shirt on, nothing. Because I'm like, is she?
And it's like a cropped T-shirt.
Yeah. I'm like, is she like pantsless? Pantsless? And then she turns and then the light from the room shows you everything. And it's like, yep, sure was. But anyway, it's not like he saw her by accident.
Right.
She's like arm in the doorway, just kind of standing there. Here I am. And he just sort of like,
okay.
Mentions nothing.
Right.
But yeah, that at the time, I didn't think anything of it. It's worth mentioning now, because you'll see.
So Will asks to look around for a little bit. He hasn't been in the house for a while. And Eden tells him to go ahead. And then we get some confusing flashbacks. And that's literally all I wrote about the flashbacks. I don't even know what they are. And then Eden sneaks up on him in the kitchen. Something about the sink, and she's like standing over it in the flashback, and she's got blood on her
I thought she
hands.
had a knife. She's at a sink with a knife. He's trying to stop her. There's blood.
Yeah, almost like maybe she had a mental breakdown. Oh, I wrote that later. Hold on.
Oh.
Let me get to it. Eden sneaks up on him in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And there are these like weird Art Deco bars on the window. And Will asks about them. And they're decorative. They're not like bars, right?
Right. Not like plain bars like are all over LA.
Right. And it's very weird that he asks about them because I wouldn't have pegged them as like bars on the window. But he does. He's like, why are there bars on the window?
Let's just move on.
Okay.
Unless we're going to do like all kinds of spoilers.
Right.
Which is what we do through the whole thing anyway. But.
And she sort of like vagues it off, talks about being in Mexico for a while, and then how she found a way to get rid of all her pain. And she starts going on about it. And it sounds very like wook hippie kind of bullshit.
Let's be fair to hippies. Come on now. It goes way beyond that.
I mean, I'm like quarter hippie.
It's no, this is like New Mexico peyote sweat lodge talk.
Yeah.
That she's doing. Yeah. Like, ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty out there.
Yeah.
And then another one of the friends, I named him, Ben.
Yeah.
Walks in. And she talks a little more about it. And Ben is like giving her shit about it. And then he says it sounds crazy. And she slaps him and gets real fucking serious for a minute.
And I mean, that slap, we had the volume at a normal level, right? And it wasn't just in the movie. It actually echoed in the living room. She hit him hard.
Right. And at this point, I wrote, I'd leave. There's weird juju going on in here. And I wouldn't be about it. I mean, if I was Will, definitely. Especially if it was Ben and she just fucking slapped me.
Rule number 1.
Bitch, bye.
Let's just take a second away here and let's do a little Bravo for the B-side party etiquette, folks. This will get you through any kind of party, anywhere, anytime. Just listen closely.
Bring a towel.
Number 1, bring a towel. Number 2, when at any point a host or hosts of the party come up to you and fucking pimp slap you to the point where the neighbors will hear it echoing in their kitchen, what you do is you calmly walk over, pick up your shit, walk out the door, get in your car, and drive the fuck off. You don't stay. I don't care where you knew him from. I don't care what was said.
Yeah. And it's a full 120 degree, arc, swing, batter, open.
Yeah, this isn't the little dainty thing where the hand comes up and travels 6 to 8 inches and
right.
She brought that fucking thing back like she was in the Softball League of America and brought that hand around and just boom.
Yeah.
Any other movie, there would have been someone screaming, biatch, in the background. Jesus Christ. Anyway, he just takes it.
Right.
Yeah.
So based on this conversation, it seems like Eden maybe had a psychotic breakdown or something. I booped it.
Did.
I haven't done that in a while. I'll do it again for posterity. Ready?
So, I have to try and work those out. Stop.
But that's about all I can get from it. I'm trying to I'm desperately trying to figure out what the fuck happened. Right?
You and I both.
To split Will and Eden up.
Yeah.
Because they don't seem to have any animosity at all towards each other.
He has not animosity, but he has enough apprehension for everybody there.
Right.
Right? I mean, he's
an owl, man.
Well, yeah,
his head is on a swivel.
We're literally maybe 17 minutes in, if that much.
Yeah.
Right. And I, at this point, am desperately trying to figure out what's the hook here.
Right.
Right. Is because we have these couple flashback things. And this is when I started thinking about, was that kid out front a flashback?
Right.
because it didn't have any of that weird stuff, like the weird
Right.
peripheral blur and stuff. And I thought maybe just because it was a kid that was a neighbor or someone new and he just doesn't like being looked at or what, because we just don't have a bead on Will at this point.
Right. So we also learned that Ben's having some marital problems. That's not important at all, and we never come back to it.
Right.
David is on the phone talking to someone, but we can't hear him. And it's weird. Some of this conversation among all these people here is like old friends who have grown apart, but some of it is just really weird.
Yeah.
And then someone pulls up and David greets him. And they initially think it's whoever the late guy is, Troy or something.
Right.
But it isn't. It's a friend of David's who doesn't know anybody at this party except for David and Eden and their girl who they adopted.
And Sadie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That they found in the desert.
Their wild peyote
in
girl,
Mexico.
Sadie.
Yeah.
Right. So David introduces the guy as Pruitt. And I can't remember the name of the actor who plays Pruitt, but he is like unerringly creepy in every role he plays.
He's either creepy because he plays he's big. He has a big presence. He's a big man.
He's a big man.
Right. And he does the creep super well because his physical body language is just so you can't miss it.
Yeah.
But he also plays some sweet characters. So like Fargo,
he does.
He's the husband, the stamp or the artist who's getting on the 5-cent stamp.
Right.
It's just not the 1-cent stamp. It's the 5-cent stamp.
He does play sweet guys too, but he's very good at creepy guys.
Yes.
Because he's got this weird intensity about him.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the friends has no service on their phone and is like complaining about it.
Just point of measure. The whole thing with David on the phone.
Yeah.
Because I made a end note going back to that when she started talking about it, like, aha, we see him on the phone, his cell phone.
Right.
And talking hush hush. We don't hear any bit of it down the hall. He's hiding from everyone, but Will sees him. Then we have this.
Yeah. And Eden says that like service is really spotty up here. And the house doesn't have a landline. And she makes some excuse about not having had the time to get someone to come out and fix it or something.
Or not because they hadn't paid the bill or
Well, they've been in Mexico and they just came back. And so she's like, we haven't fucked with that yet, basically.
Something.
And then Will brings up all the bars on the windows. And we notice now that Art Deco stuff is like on all the windows, not just the kitchen windows.
Yes.
Right.
So the second time he brings it up is again to reinforce they weren't there when they were together.
Right.
So this is something new.
Right.
Since he last saw her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there are more excuses about why there are bars on the windows. I don't pay attention to them.
This and that. Yeah.
And then Eden tells Will to go get firewood.
Since he knows where it's kept.
Uh-huh.
I wrote that down exactly. Why don't you go get some firewood since you know where it's kept?
Yeah.
Bravo for the B-side, party etiquette lesson number 2. Whether you've been there before or not, if somebody asks you to start doing menial errands, grab your shit, go out to your car, and leave aggressively.
Leave.
Now back to the story.
Yeah. And this is very cerebral. Like there's a lot going on. And it's tough to tell, like it's hard to tell what's important and what's not important.
Right.
Right. So already, like, it seems like Eden is gaslighting Will, calling him agitated and self-destructive.
All up in his shit.
Yeah.
And she looks like she is on the midpoint downslope of a 5 Valium afternoon.
Right.
Right.
So while he's out getting firewood, he sees Eden in her room, putting something in a drawer. And I wrote in my notes, she knew he would see her. Right?
It seemed like it because it was very deliberate.
Yeah. And she told him to go get firewood. So she knew where he would be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's not a coincidence.
Yeah. So when he goes back in, Will sneaks into Eden's room and finds a bottle of pills in the drawer.
Yeah. So what does any good guest do when you see your host put pills in a drawer? He takes them.
Well, he takes one. He takes one out of the bottle and puts it in his pocket.
Yeah. So anyway, then we get a flashback of Will and Eden in the bathtub. And a boy walks in. Will tells him, hey, man, it's time to get back to bed. And we find, okay, so that kid was their son.
Mm-hmm.
So now that was some sort of flashback thing. And then there's some sort of shriek that breaks him out of his little thing. He goes in the living room, and it wasn't anything big. It was
laughing.
Yeah. And they're all talking about a cult. And David is explaining that what they went, where they met, this whole thing in Mexico is not a cult. It's just a group of people who have lost someone coming together to help one another in Mexico. And then David said he has something to show them.
He does make a point of saying that it's for smart people. Like, smart people are into it.
I just blew right by that because they all say that. Name one cult where they get out there and they're like,
or for the plebs.
Yeah. If you're bone ass stupid, come on right up, because you know what? We have a home for you. If you can add 2 and 3, we don't want you.
We should give that a go.
Should we?
Yeah.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Lemmings. Anyway. And then this is the best part. David said he's got something to show them. And then Pruitt seems a little alarmed. He's like, David, like maybe it's a little too soon. But David seems really excited about whatever all this is. So he brings out a laptop and plays a video. It's a promo video for the non-cult. That's what I called it, the non-cult. And it's some dude talking about rewiring ourselves to deal with trauma and this and that. And I'm like, well, that sounds like, very Tony Robbins kind of thing. And then he just talks a little bit more. And then I wrote, sounds every bit like a cult. What this guy's saying. Then it cuts to some woman in bed with the spokesperson dude talking to her. She says she's going to seek her husband. And I'm like, she dying? What? Then
I initially thought she was like hypnotized. And then I was like, no.
I thought either hypnotism or that relaxed state where they're just, basically it's how they indoctrinate without hypnotism. And then the dude says it will all be over soon. And then she dies. So yeah, she's dying. And then the dude, over her dead body, you see there's people surrounding her, and says that she's with all of them and their dead relatives or friends. And here's where I wrote, that's it. I'd fucking leave this house right then and there if I didn't take any of my previous cues.
Right.
Time to go.
Well, they mentioned that David keeps locking the door. Like, David's keeping the door locked.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense to me, because when you're inside a house, if the door is locked, you have power over the lock.
We will be discussing that later.
I've never understood that. But yeah, he's just shown them a snuff film.
Pretty much, yeah. Most of them are not thrilled at having to watch a woman die. Long and short of it, there's this whole big thing. David and Eden and Pruitt want everyone to drink the Kool-Aid and become their fellow non-cult members. That's kind of what it is. They're just spewing a bunch of verbal Kool-Aid, and they just want everyone to sip it down. Now, then all of a sudden, David jumps in with who he was. So a little backstory on David. He was a coked up record producer. And then he tries to talk about what happened
to Will and Eden.
And Will shuts that shit down right away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good for you, Will. None of this politeness bullshit. Like, David, fucking stop. And then I wrote again, everyone should fucking leave this place.
Yeah.
Right? So Will is upset. Someone takes him out of the room to get a drink. Ben walks out of the room. The doorbell rings. David goes out. We don't see who it is. He comes back in saying it was just a couple of people looking for a party.
Yeah. Not true.
Another woman, Janice. Is it Janice?
Gina.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyway, this woman apologizes to Will for not being there like she should have been. And then we have Will staring at the pill that he snuck at a kitchen table. I presume it was the eat-in kitchen because they have a big dining room table they are going to be gathering at. So then a guy comes in. Will has him look at the pill. It's phenobarbital. And I am so surprised because, I know what phenobarbital is, but I would never have realized how quickly I could spell it.
Ha!
But because of my current work.
Oh, sure.
I'm learning how to spell a lot of medications, and it's just sticking there. Yeah, both of us.
Yeah, it's mostly all the same medications for me, though. It's a small group.
Yeah, your situation's a little bit different. But,
occasionally I get curveballs, and I love it.
Yeah, but we can spell this shit like that.
Because I go, what's that?
So anyway, yeah, apparently it's phenobarbital. So, we're going old school.
It's a barbiturate.
Yeah, David is serving wine again. And now I didn't mention this before. David's been pushing this fucking $1,000 bottle of wine.
Yeah, $8 million bottle of wine or something.
I think outrageous. They joked at it. But yeah, no, this is super. He's got a couple of them.
Yeah. I read that everyone's hyped about the wine.
Absolutely. They're like, if I didn't drink, I would for this because you'll never see this again. Right?
Right.
So, okay. So anyway, he's pushing the wine again. And I've noticed that David hasn't taken a single fucking drink.
Right.
Okay. Pruitt doesn't have any. And then David introduces a game instead of
Never Did I
Ever. It's I Want.
Yeah. And as he introduces this, I'm like, that's not how.
No. Let me get a drink here.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, how is that a game?
Well, their idea of top 10 entertainment for the night is watching a snuff film. So who knows what they consider fun.
Right.
Right? So the whole point of this game is to admit your desires. Sadie goes first.
Fucking wild.
This is so... So, she tells everyone that she loves them. She feels love. And then she kisses Janice or Gina.
I was super into it.
Yeah. And then Gina wants, it's her turn, I guess. So she says she wants some of the Coke David used to do. And he just goes over to his coat and pulls out a fucking...
Right.
Like large sandwich bag full of Coke.
Right.
It's like probably 4 ounces short of being a smuggler's bundle.
Right.
Right. And just gives it to her. And I'm like, I thought the whole point of this program in Mexico, dude, was for you to give up the Coke. Why are you walking around?
Why do you have it in your house, man?
That's like 5 life sentences. You could never pass that off as personal use.
Right.
Oh my God. And then Pruitt wants to tell him about his wife, Margaret, who is dead. Long and short, they were out drinking, had an argument. He hit her hard. She fell and hit her head. She's dead. He went to prison, but now he's better because of the non-cult. He doesn't feel any guilt. I just want to say at this point.
Leave?
Well, not just leave, but as a viewer, I was thinking, am I supposed to be okay with this retelling of his life?
If I were at a party and someone was like, and then I killed my wife, I did go to prison, but now because of this not cult I'm in, I'm cured.
Well, no, it's not even cured. He doesn't care. He doesn't have any emotional baggage with that. It doesn't make him depressed, doesn't do anything. He doesn't feel guilt, doesn't feel upset. He thinks about her and he misses her. But that was then, and today's today. I am first in line. Every fucking person, no matter what, gets that second chance, right? We talk about Danny Trejo in our tribute.
Right.
the man is like the Roman Empire example of he had his second act, his second chance, and he fucking ran with it. Right? I don't think, though, saying someone deserves a second chance is saying, I think this person should have the opportunity to not give two shits about anything that they did, never feel guilty about it, and feel like, whatever. Right? So Pruitt, who has already been kind of a strange dick, has just graduated to, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, so anyway, that happened. Yay. So at the end of his little thing, one of the women that we haven't caught the name of says, it sounds like they're selling something rather than being honest. And I got that, because this whole time, I'm just going to say, there's no mystery to these four fucking people.
Right. But have you ever been to a timeshare pitch?
Yes. In fact, I would go to them frequently, and I learned to just go to my happy place and then at the end say, nope, but I am going to go back to the room you promised me for 2 nights. Toodles. That's exactly what this was.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So then Eden, it's her turn. So they're still playing the game, right?
Right. But everyone seems like after Pruitt's story, everyone's like,
yeah. So then Eden says she wants to kiss Ben. So then she goes in and licks his tonsils, knowing he's married.
Right.
And I'm like, then the woman who said they're selling something says she has to go. It's not her thing, and she's uncomfortable. And I thought, finally, fuck. So David tries to get her to stay. Will stands and tells him to let her go. Eden asks her to stay a little longer. She says goodbye. And then Pruitt asks if are you in the Prius? Oh, I'm parked behind you. So then he goes out with her. Will stands at the window watching. Eden keeps trying to get him to move away. And we watch the woman painfully back out. I don't know what the fucking thing reverse, back out and go. So then Pruitt stops her so she backs out of the driveway. And then the driveway's lined by a big tall hedge.
Yeah.
So she pulls forward enough and then stops to the point where we can see her tail lights.
Right.
Right. And then Pruitt walks up out of sight. And then David gets Will to talk to him away from the window at this point. David tells Will that he's upset about Will's behavior. Keeps telling him he's off somehow. Will apologizes.
He also mentions that they chose Will, which is a very weird way of putting it.
Oh, there's so many weird things they've said that we've glazed over because it's like, where does it fit? And then Pruitt comes in saying he tried to convince the woman, who we learned her name solidly as Claire, to stay. And then he leaves. He just walks out of the scene. Then everyone is having dinner. It's a big spread. Will looks detached. We have another flashback to life with Eden. It's their son's 5th birthday party. And then we're back to dinner, and he's looking completely freaked out. And then we're back to the birthday. Something happened. And next thing, we don't know what. There's like screaming and running.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're back to the present, and he's out on the balcony as people are clearing up the table. And then he's in a hallway, and he hears something. He peeks through the door and sees Sadie making weird faces and laughing. Just whatever. And then she looks at him, and then he walks away. Later, he's outside again. Sadie comes up to him saying things aren't great with Kira. I didn't understand that whole thing.
Well, she asks whether things are okay with Kira.
Well, no, she inferred.
Right.
Yeah, that whole, your relationship is shit, isn't it? You make the statement and then you try that underhanded save by adding a question mark at the end of it. Anyway, so she asks him back in. He says no, he's going to make a call. And then she's like, well, you can just fuck me right here. I just wrote, she is a trip.
I wrote, she's fucked up.
Yeah. And then he just tells her to piss off.
So she leaves. And then one of the friends comes out to ask him what he's doing. And Will is like trying to tell him something is wrong. And he's been doing this like all night, trying to tell them something's weird about this. And all of them are like, no, it isn't.
Yeah. And he's had like many outbursts.
Right.
Yeah.
And here I'm like, are all the friends already in on this like weird death thing? Are they just all trying to sell Will on it or something?
Right. And
like make him think that he's crazy?
When we talked about it on our break, it was like, is this some sort of like poorly constructed, fucked up intervention for something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So then the friend leaves and Will gets a voicemail that like has come through his phone suddenly.
Yes.
Right? Like when service, no service, no service. And then suddenly you catch a bar and you get something.
Yeah.
And it's the missing friend, Troy, who did indeed arrive early. And he left this very long voice message like, I forgot to bring dessert. I'm in front of the door. Da, da, da. Can you believe it? I'm actually early. So I'm like,
Yeah.
So Will goes in and the lights go out. And then it is Eden and David bringing up a cake with candles on it. And it is close to one of the friends' birthdays. They make a point that it isn't actually his birthday, but Eden's like, it's close enough.
Yeah. It's a week away or something.
Right. And then Will is like, where's Troy? And Eden and David both say they haven't seen him. And he like points out, I got a voice message from him. He arrived early, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck is wrong with you? And he's frustrated with the way everyone's behaving because they're all acting like he's nuts.
Yeah, he screams out, why is everybody acting so fucking polite?
Right. And he makes a lot of very good points. And then Kira is like trying to get him to leave with her.
Yeah.
And Will at this point, and I got so fucking pissed. He's like, no, I'm going to stay here and figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, man, no, my dude.
Should have left.
So then the doorbell rings and it is Troy, the missing friend, who says that he was there and then work called and he had to go. And I was like, well, isn't that really convenient? Because now Will looks like a dick.
And I had to say this. Who the fuck is standing at the door of their friends for a party, getting ready to knock, but yet has time to call and say, hey, go pick up a dessert because I fucking forgot it. Hey, can you believe I'm early? And then at that instant, his phone rings. It's work. He's got to go. What numbnuts would not knock on the door, wait for the person to answer and say, I just got a call from work. I'll
be back later. Right.
Yeah. But
so
he didn't.
Will, yeah, he apologizes and then excuses himself. And we get another like flashback in the bathroom while he's washing his face. Still don't know exactly how the kid died, but somehow.
Right. It's a flashback of him helping his kid brush his teeth.
Right. So then later he's outside and Kira joins him and she suggests leaving again. And he says that he can't. And they have this very weird conversation.
Yeah.
Where like he's obviously still struggling with the death of his son, which happened over 2 years ago.
Right.
Right. I'm not saying that's, get over it, but,
Right.
And he says that he's been wanting to die since it happened and he's kind of a dick to her.
Yeah.
So she goes in and then when Will goes in later, he asks to see the kid's room. So he walks in and at first it looks like the room is untouched. But then we know this is a flashback because the kid is in the bed sleeping.
And it's daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Will lays down with him. But back to reality, the room is just like an office now.
Mm-hmm.
And then out the window again, they know where Will is. They know where the windows of their house lead to.
Mm-hmm.
right? So out the window of this room that everyone fucking knows that he's in.
Yeah.
David goes out there and he's got a lantern and he lights it and it's red. And I wrote, they have to mean for Will to see these things. Are they trying to self-sabotage? I don't get it. It's not like he's, secretly in a room. They know the layout. It's so frustrating. So, and it's weird behavior.
It is.
Right?
Everything about this night is weird behavior.
So then Will examines the office, which has a lot of like tribal artwork on the walls. And then in the drawer of the desk is a laptop. And I guess it's the same laptop as David had earlier.
With the snuff film?
Yeah. So he pulls out the video, sees more video. This cult is called The New Truth. And the guy on the video is mentioning like, it's a big night, taking a step. We're waiting for you. We love you. It's weird. This is the like super confirmation that this is a death cult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Will goes upstairs and they're passing out small wine glasses like dessert wine. Little bitty ones. And Will knows that this is the Kool-Aid, so to speak. So David says some stuff about being happy to be there with them and to look at each other. And he's like, really look. It's super obvious. And toasts to a better world and to peace. And then as everyone starts raising their glasses, Will screams out to not drink it and starts smashing glasses. So he tries to get Kira to leave. And then Sadie attacks him.
Yes.
Saying that he's ruining everything. And in the process, she knocks her head bloody on something.
Yep. Big thud.
And collapses.
Yep.
So while they're all like on Sadie, Gina has drunk the wine and is dead on the table.
Well, she hits the floor and she's foaming.
Right.
Yeah.
No one can call 911 because there's no reception.
Right.
Conveniently. So while one of the friends is doing CPR on Gina, David comes in with a gun and shoots him.
Yep.
And this just suddenly goes south very, very quickly.
Yes. So Pruitt takes the gun and then shoots Troy.
It's like he's trying to talk David down.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. He's like, oh, this isn't how it's supposed to be. Come on, this is better. And then bam, just fucking. And so, yeah, they can't get out and everything is locked.
And there's bars on all the windows.
So it was at this point that I decided my attention to detail is no longer necessary. So here's what I wrote. At this point, it's just about escaping for Will and Kira as everyone else is killed off.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, Eden is telling David it's wrong. He gets her to push onward. There's a fight with Pruitt. Kira kills him by slamming him over the head with something multiple times. Then Eden has a gun, shoots Will in the shoulder, and then she shoots herself in the stomach. David comes, Kira gets the gun. And then Tommy, who
was one of the friends,
comes in and tackles David. David stabs him in the chest. Eden's still alive, calls to Will. She says she misses their son, asks him to take her outside. So then him and Kira fucking pick her up, drag her outside. And my first thought was, well, aren't all the doors and shit locked?
Right.
I mean, you've been trapped in this fucking place, but now because she wants a moment of redemption and stuff, so somehow they get her out into the fucking lawn. She dies. Tommy goes in to get Miguel. Don't know what happened to Miguel.
No idea.
All right. Who I believe is dead. Anyway, so Will goes to the Red Lantern. There's some barking and screams in the distance. We hear sirens and helicopters. Yeah. And then they show they pan from behind them, looking out over the valley or the hills. And there's a bunch of Red Lanterns.
Everywhere.
So.
The end.
Now. Glasses are coming off. The trailer for this makes you think it's going to be some sort of psychological thriller.
Right.
Right. Or a horror thriller. And horror doesn't have to be slasher. Right.
Yeah.
I wasn't thrilled.
No.
You know, from the first 2 minutes of introducing David and Eden and Sadie and then the mystical fucking Pruitt as he glides into the room, you know exactly what this is. You know exactly what they're about. And then if you were in the least bit not attached to that, they show you the snuff film.
Right.
And then, yeah, from there, the one thing I said to you after this was, when you have a thriller, you have to learn the art of misdirection. You have to be able to build convincing circumstances to make the audience question their assumptions so far.
Right.
Right. The thing with Will, I'm like, we don't even have enough. There wasn't enough. Like, has he been suffering from these weird delusions? Is it just tonight? And that's the thing, because the trailer makes it seem like maybe he's just on some sort of fucking mind bender.
Right.
Right. And wow, you know, I like movies like that where somebody loses touch with reality and it's struggling to, and everyone else around him is, you know, having to deal with this guy who's present and not present.
Right.
Right. So, that didn't happen. The small attempts at the small attempts at misdirection in this were so poorly done. It is just a long diatribe of weird ass peyote sweat lodge in the middle of the desert, Mexico babble.
Right.
And the thing that we both agreed on was all the friends, except for the one who we knew she died.
Yeah.
Right?
Claire, the one who left.
Yeah.
early.
When she stopped her car and then Pruitt walked behind the shrubs to the car and then we cut away, you knew she's fucking dead.
Right.
Right. Probably just strangled her right there. I didn't need to wait till the end. Oh, it's a death cult. Like, well, yeah, she's not going anywhere.
Right. Nope. She didn't leave.
I think so. The whole thing with Eden at the end, I miss our son. I didn't like that. You just spent 2 years being brainwashed. You started a death thing, right?
Right.
You're here to kill all these people to take them to a better place. It's a death cult. Now, at the end, I mean, this is like, you know, Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader bullshit in Return of the Jedi, you know, only here. Now, at the end, will I redeem myself?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's, I really hoped that it would, you know, just be a little bit more than what it was.
Well, let's back this up a little bit. Okay. We have technical stuff.
All great.
Fantastic. I mean,
wonderfully done.
$1 million will buy you, if you know what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
will buy you a fantastically shot film.
Yeah, the lighting and color grading and the shot framing, gorgeous.
Yes. And $1 million will allow you to do what they did. They're inside, they're outside. It's night. It's dark rooms, light rooms, moving
Right.
from one to the next. Tonally, there's an evenness to it,
Yeah.
which we've talked about, you know, in no budget, low budget indie films. That is super hard to do.
Right.
Because you don't have that kind of gear. It was done very well. The performances,
Oh, they were very good.
yes, nice and solid,
Mm-hmm.
right? The writing just sucked.
Yeah, the writing was horrible. And Karyn Kusama, who directed it, did not write it.
Right. Blame it on the other the dudes.
So she did a phenomenal job of directing.
Yes.
Right.
For the mess that it is, in terms of the story, the shots, I mean, everything technically was great. Getting people moving, the movement and everything from one scene to the next was great. It's just the subject matter was dead on arrival.
Yeah.
They're flogging a dead horse, and you're only going to get so much of it. I don't like watching a movie and having to wonder, what's that? What's that? And like not have it playing.
Right.
And not really do like the scene with him. It was a POV scene. So it's from his eyes looking down into the sink, and we see his boy's hands and then his hands as he's showing him to put toothbrush. Literally 3 seconds. Like, I bet that took you at least fucking 9 hours to set up and shoot.
Right.
And for something that did nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I would not have put that in, or I would have made it more relevant.
And there were just a lot of threads that went nowhere. Like the beginning, that cue that was like, pay attention to the sound.
Yes.
Right. There are movies that do that. That was never really followed up.
No. The only visual thing was when they're pushing all the wine at the end. The first thing I noticed is I'm like, oh, this is it. We're in it now, because they're pouring wine from a fucking decanter.
Right.
Right. I'm like, you've got these, fucking Bill Gates fortune wine bottles, and now you're pouring out of a not really good looking decanter either.
Well, I mean, the not to be a stickler.
Okay.
But people who care about wines, I'm not one of them. Pour wine into a decanter in order to aerate it properly.
But through the whole movie, they didn't. They were pouring right from the bottle.
Right.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Now it's a decanter, especially when everyone's half loaded.
Yeah.
Come on. Anyway, that was the big thing that the whole, the moment is here.
Yeah. It wasn't even a wine decanter. It was like a whiskey decanter.
Yeah. It was not, we were nowhere on track with that, which kind of just signaled,
right.
This is the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the drug stuff.
Yeah. Just a story. Predictable, too predictable. And the attempted misdirection was shoddy.
Yeah.
I mean, and it like the things that I'm sure they did not mean to be misdirection were the things that I've used. Like, why are they doing this weird shit in full view of Will when they know exactly where he is?
Right.
That's not purposeful misdirection. That was them trying to build suspense.
Right. Well, yeah, a suspenseful thing.
Work.
They put in the weird stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Now, here's where I had a problem. I think 1/3 of this movie could have been cut out.
Yep.
And should have been replaced with, so here's the deal. And I don't want to sound like a prick, but through the whole thing, I thought, oh, so that's it? Your fucking kid died?
Right.
And I don't mean, because I would be devastated.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'd live 24 hours if something happened to our daughter. But here's the thing. Apparently, you had to piece this together, right? Apparently, it's the kid's 5th birthday party. No one was paying attention to the kids. Another kid had a baseball bat.
It beat him to death.
And apparently, beat him to death or hit him one time good enough to put his ass down.
Right.
Now, why the scene with him and Eden fighting over a knife at the sink?
Right.
Right? Because here's what they usually do, right? This is storytelling 101. You have a character that tried to kill themselves. It's pertinent. It is part of the plot, the story, the character, and what they're doing. There is going to be a shot of those scars. Right. In every single instance, in every film made with that as a through line, through all of history, there is the shot
of the scars.
Yeah, either straight on because they're talking about it, or reaching for something and they'll focus in as the sleeve pulls back.
Right.
Right. So that lets us know. We don't need to get into it. It's just boom, boom, quick and dirty. Done. Nothing.
Right.
That wasn't what she was doing.
Right. I have no idea what she was doing.
I don't either.
But it just, it might have landed better if we didn't have to piece together what the fuck happened between Will and Eden.
The other thing about, movies, when you inject mystery, solve it.
Yeah.
As an audience, we don't like having to make up our own shit for
Right.
your film. Which, so this was done in 2016. And I want to say that I have noticed as of late, maybe you have too, the number of news articles in like Variety and Hollywood and all the entertainment stuff where people are writing articles, primarily the director, writer, producer, explaining their fucking movie.
I know.
Okay, folks, if you have to do that, you fucked up.
Right.
Right? You should never have to aftermarket explain a scene or the ending. Most of it's the ending. You know, director so-and-so explains the ending of his film. I am definitely not going to go see that piece of shit. Thank you for saving me the time.
There are a lot of films that I've seen where the ending is up for interpretation and many people interpret it different ways, and it is meant to be that way. And it is clear that it is meant to be that way.
And we're good with it because we've seen a couple.
Yeah.
I love the discussions we have.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes we see it the same. Sometimes we talk about alternate things. Sometimes we see it differently.
Right.
And I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We've talked about movies on this podcast that end like that.
Yeah. You know, it's that when people walk out, you want them to talk about your film. And if they're talking about what the meaning meant to them, right?
Yeah.
As long as everyone can agree it meant something to them, then you can have a discussion and it's settled. When everyone's having a discussion, what the fuck was that? You did not do what you were supposed to do.
Done failed.
You know? So I'm going to put this solely on the writing.
Yeah.
Because that's where it begins and ends. Like we said, you can't polish a turd. You can put A-listers in a terrible script and people will buy tickets to see them on the screen, but they're all going to pan the movie.
Yeah. Like
terrible story, terrible dialogue. But it was nice to see, you know, De Niro or somebody on the screen, you know.
The guy who played Will in this film.
Yes.
Carried the whole thing.
He did. And I will say kudos to him.
He was very good.
Yes. Because what he was given was so weak. He made you want to see him on screen.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't the story, what's coming next. You wanted to see what he was going to do next.
Well, and his emotional responses to things.
Yes.
Which were just wonderful.
Well, and he captured it too. And this is the thing with like newly minted actors, up and coming actors. A lot of times they can have a decent performance, but man, they haven't worked out the subtlety of voice and tone.
Yeah.
And physical facial expression. He
nailed it.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
God, yeah. I mean, like I said, technically everything was good.
Mm.
And it wasn't, I mean, there was a lot of like stuff breaking. So the effects when we got to the blood, when that whole thing started.
Yeah.
Right. Wasn't gratuitous. We didn't see a whole lot of it, but what we did see was bang, right? You know.
Yeah.
Right there where it should be.
Yeah.
So, the practical effects, the squib dudes and, you know, blood pack guys and everything did their bit. The stunt folk did their bit because there's a couple hard hitting, like Sadie's fall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, they brought someone in for that. You don't, you don't send someone's head crashing into the edge of a solid oak counter or something.
There was at one point someone fell out an upstairs window or door to the yard, which had a pool in it. And that happened. And I was like, hold on. Will and Kira were just trying to break through.
Yes. Well, it's the whole thing with taking Eden outside.
Yeah.
You know,
how?
But die in the lawn.
Whatever.
Oh,
whatever.
Now you can get out.
Right?
So there's not a lot of mystery here.
I think the keys were in her stomach and they could reach through the gunshot wound.
Maybe.
Pull them out.
I don't know.
I don't think that's true.
I was disappointed. I thought this was going to be, because you wanted a horror movie.
I did want a horror movie.
And this was on our list because we had seen this trailer a long time ago as something to watch for just us, not to put on the show. And it was intriguing. And then we just we didn't actually hit add to list. So dropped below the radar. And then on our hunt, we're like, oh. And the trailer was still as intriguing as it was before.
Yeah.
The film itself did not live up to the trailer, though. No,
it didn't.
It's not about what's going on with Will. It's trying to figure out what's the point of all this. Why is there a death cult involved?
I don't know.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This seems like a really stupid thing because people don't join cults because their fucking kids died. Right. And again, not minimizing. Some people do.
Sure.
But these cults are not full of people who have lost something or someone like that. These cults are full of people who are, let's be honest, not with us, right? Yeah. At 100%. They're cruising around the 20-25% range. Or B, have just had such a shit life and are so lost and have been so beaten down.
They just want something.
Yeah, and these people, and this is what these people feed on, right? They go out, they know how to get their little tendrils in there. It's not hard work. Fine. We could have approached this a bunch of different ways. I feel like the death of their son was a distraction to the movie. It didn't make me feel any empathy or sympathy.
Nope.
Because it was so... literally not more than 20 seconds. None of those flashbacks lasted more than 20 seconds.
Well, and none of them gave us any real connection to, their parenting, their lives.
Yeah, parents, if you got a 5-year-old and, they're supposed to be in bed and you're like, oh, let's go sneak a bath together. And you're just kind of sitting in there relaxing and the kid walks in. Does that have anything to do with your relationship with that child? Does it express the bonding? Does it express anything? Right? I mean, you could be shit parents taking a bath and your kid walks in. I don't know. We didn't have anything to make. I have no idea what kind of parents they were.
Nope.
Telling me 2 years after the fact that they're all busted up, that's not enough. That's not how you tell a story. We didn't have anything to connect them to the kid. That's what I'm saying. 1/3 of this movie should have been washed away, and we should have seen way more of their relationship together and with their son.
Yeah.
Because as far as I knew walking in.
Well, because what was given did not give us any emotional connection to any of them.
No. You had a marriage, something happened, and she's got a new dude, and she invited you over for dinner with a bunch of people you haven't seen in 2 years.
And you're all best friends somehow.
Yeah. All of you stop talking to one another.
Right?
And then you bring Pruitt and Sadie. I think Sadie was supposed to be the wild card. She was a trip. I don't know. But anyway. Lessons, the technical aspects. I would watch this to see just how, $1 million, again, that's so far out of the range. So this is a B movie. This isn't an indie film.
Right.
Even though it wasn't a studio lot thing. But when you get that kind of movie or kind of money, it's a B movie because you got to have some pull.
Yeah, you've got your stuff set up, right?
Yeah.
With that kind of money.
Yeah. But it's good to see because I love, one of the things that attracted me to this, it's in the trailer because it's throughout the whole film, the coloring.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It is beautiful. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It takes place they get there just as night
It's
hits.
like, it's not quite sepia, right?
I was going to say, it's kind of like the golden hour of a sunset, right? But they're inside and they keep that through the whole film. It's just such a lovely warm.
It is.
And I will say the director did. There's a couple spots where it's not. And they did reserve that for Will.
Yeah.
Where it was out of place. And you kind of just felt that environmental shift, right? Mm-hmm. So there is good use of color, but yeah, the overall tone is just really.
I mean, there were a lot of very interesting visual techniques in the directing.
Yes.
That if the writing wasn't so shit, would have definitely been very good for suspense, for kind of like building up that sort of weird, ooh, this is, feeling.
Yeah.
But because the writing was so bad, we were like, I know how I'm supposed to feel, but I don't want to.
That makes me angrier. When I have those moments, like, I know how I'm supposed to feel, but I don't. And whose fucking fault is that?
I know.
I want names, and we know who it is. So yeah, the direction was great, but you can only do so much with the material. I don't know the story behind it. If, as a director, if I was handed this script as a project, I'd be like,
can I rewrite this, please?
I need to rewrite this, or I'm going to use some of this production money to bring someone in.
Yeah.
Because this did it again.
I'm sorry.
This is no good.
Yeah.
This script could have done with a full-on hardcore table read by nobody involved. To pick out some of these things, and I mean, here's the thing. So we got this screener from David. If we found something in there watching it and we're like, what the fuck, would tell him.
Yeah.
Right. When we got that script, his first draft, I reached out, I'm like, well, did you want notes on this? I mean, there's
right.
And I told him, I said, there's a bunch of stuff about spelling and, grammar and stuff, especially in the action lines. Well, but that's not what it's about. This is the first draft, right? I wouldn't take time to, that we've seen what he does. That shit gets all cleaned up.
Right. We're not your copy editor.
Right.
We're
your
friends.
This was like, he put the last word on it, hit save and sent it.
Yeah.
Right. But we have been very honest. We got to see the screener with David Axe.
Mm-hmm.
And Morgan, title role, right? Yeah. If there had been something, and we did.
Yeah, I told him that we liked it. And he didn't ask for notes. Right.
Right.
And there's an etiquette when you get a screener, right? Sometimes people want to know just kind of your general feelings on it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes people want you to pick through it. And if they do want us to pick through it, we're very happy to. Right.
Well, but we'll say something if it's big. And I think we mentioned it when we talked about it. My big thing, and I've said it before about the Rogue Barons, I'm not a shaky cam person, so I have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
Right? It has nothing to do with what you did, what you created. Personally, I have a hard time connecting to that. So I'm not going to really have a lot of great things to say about it, But other than that, it was great. And Morgan did a fantastic job, and he did his thing and got this thing put together. And, in the way that he does, which I love, he has a routine and it works. And we saw it work.
I'm so proud and happy for our friends.
I know.
They're making movies.
That's like the biggest thing with this.
I know.
Is getting to see these people do their bit.
Well, like with David Reinkeith's screener that we just saw, watching it. I mean, he's done horror movies, right? Lots and lots of horror movies. Yeah. I won't. Lots and lots is a bit of a stretch, but he's done several horror movies. But this was not a horror.
Right.
A straight horror. And I watching it, I was like, I know he's wanted to do this kind of movie for so long, and I'm so like chuffed for him. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah. When I wrote to him, and I said, we watched it and stuff, and it was great, and this and that. And then, because he had asked, let me know if there's anything that confuses you and stuff, which is a good thing to ask when, does it make sense? Because it doesn't matter how I edit this thing and how well I doctor it. If it doesn't make sense, then I need to know.
It was a complex storyline.
Yeah. But I said, no, there's no points of confusion. I said, but your style of shooting and framing and everything it just permeated through everything. And I love that because number one, I don't know what it is.
I love David's style.
He doesn't have like magical equipment that nobody else has. And he's doing the same kinds of things. A drone shot's a drone shot.
He's just got a very good eye.
Right. A boom shot's a boom shot. A trolley shot is a trolley shot.
Mm-hmm.
What? Everyone's doing it. There's just something from the very first time we saw it in Redwood Massacre. It was in the stuff before that. It was even in Attack of the Herbals.
It's very clean.
It's just amazing. I mean, he could go film something, tell us nothing about it, drop it in like a fucking discount bin and say, here, pick one. And if we picked it and watched it, it'd be like, this is David's.
Well, a big part of it is he likes clarity, right?
He does.
In every shot, there's perfect clarity. There's never a shot in any of his movies where you're like, what am I looking at? And a lot of people will do that in a like arty kind of way.
Yeah, when he does trolley shots, a trolley shot by design is supposed to move and get to the point of focus, right? Or whatever it's going towards. So it starts out as like an ambient thing. There is just something about the way he does it that makes you like, I don't even know how to explain it. You're looking for it. You know, this isn't just something to fill 10 seconds.
Right.
This isn't a soft break between scenes, right? This is going to become something. And it's never jarring.
Right.
Even if it's like, whack, 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 right? When the bad guy jumps out. But yeah. Wow, so far off track now.
That's okay. Yeah, I mean, biggest lesson from The Invitation is please don't make your script predictable. Get a second opinion or a fourth or a fifth or a sixth. I mean, that's what our friends who make movies, like they send this stuff out to lots of people.
Yes.
That they trust.
Yeah.
To give honest feedback.
Yeah. And that's the whole point of being in this business. We've talked about it. You get notes. We've gotten notes.
Yeah.
And we've agreed with some. We've rejected others, right? You do what you do. But you have to look at every one. Is this actually going to make my thing better? Is this helping me tell my story? Or like in a couple instances, is this person only read like every fifth word, has no fucking clue what this thing is about, and is talking about shit that's not even actually happening? Then obviously I'm not going to follow their advice.
Right.
Right. But then you get conflicting advice. And we've done that. Mm-hmm. We have retooled scripts. Hey, I actually like that. Let's do that. Boom. And then we'll send it in. Someone will be like, you might want to get rid of that. Fuck me.
Right.
Okay.
Is it good or is it bad?
Yeah. Everyone has their personal take on it.
Mm-hmm.
There is no professional take on it. It's always personal.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, even our take on lessons in movies is personal, right?
Yeah. I mean,
personal
people are going to listen to this, and the ones we didn't like, they can tell us to get fucked. And you know what? That's your right. And we're fine with that because you know what? Someone out there probably loves it. And the important thing is, how do you feel about it? And more importantly, can you learn from it?
Right.
Good and bad notes.
I know.
Can you learn to move forward? And that's what this is all about. So yeah, the writing, if you're going to write, so a lot of fun horrors are no fucking plot really, right? They come up with something to like, let you know why this crazy fucker's on the screen.
It's like pita chips and hummus, right? The pita chips are a delivery method for the hummus.
But I think back to Attack of the Taddy Bogle.
Sure.
I love that movie so fucking much because you know what? We just get like people together so that we can see how many are there. Mm-hmm. And then the sun goes down and then the shit starts and it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
There's no side story, nothing. From that point on, it's just fucking bloodshed.
I mean, that's the thing.
I love those movies.
In horror, you have to recognize that your storyline is the pita chip.
Yeah. And you don't need a lot. Right.
But if it's a garbage pita chip, people are going to notice.
Yeah. If it's a soggy chip, you're not going to get the hummus.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you make a thriller, no matter what kind, romantic thriller, comedy thriller, horror thriller, action thriller, sci-fi thriller, whatever. I will say, look up movies in the genre and take notes on every single one of them.
I'm thinking of the last arc of our D&D campaign we've been doing, where you guys thought the doppelgangers were a red herring.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, shit. Now there's this.
We've been distracted. But really, there was a purpose, and they were part of the main through line.
Yes.
Right?
Well, and that's how you do it.
Yeah.
It's storytelling 101. And if you're going to get into, and we've talked about this, things like thrillers, you have to be the bait and switch master, right? All of the old detective movies and series and stuff, go back to even like Perry Mason, right? It's pretty plain, but it's super quick.
Mm-hmm.
But because of Perry Mason, we have Law and Order, right? Same formula, a little bit more money and in color. There's right ways and wrong ways to do it. This was a wrong way.
Yeah.
So when you watch this, see how obvious everything is, and nothing takes you away from it, and not enough information is given to make you think differently. Just like a distraction, and you're just like, what the fuck was that?
Right. What? All right.
Wow. So yeah, unfortunately, not going to be seeing this again.
No. But
you know what you can see over and over and over and over?
Our website, lordsofmisrulproductions.com.
Yeah.
It's all on there. I don't want to go through all of it.
Nope. Hey, on that regard, when you go to that website, click on that BF McGillicuddy link, and all of the BF McGillicuddy episodes are right there. And we did a bunch of them, and they're all scheduled to release over the next 5-6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more I got to edit and put on there. Because we're able to do a few at a time.
Yeah. Which
is great. I don't think you folks realize this. Those fuckers are 4.5 to 5.5 minutes long, right? So let's just say average of 5 minutes. Takes me 2 fucking hours to put that together. How long was I in here?
A long time.
Just with the one episode, not the battery of 5 that we did.
Well, I
that
know.
was over a couple of days.
Painted whole skeleton armies while you were editing those.
Yeah. It's a whole thing,
mm-hmm. Just shooting them.
Well, yeah, the setup for 5 minutes is, it's an hour to make.
Yes.
That's just setting up and taking down. And then however many shots in between, right? So economy of putting them together. But anyway, all of that. BF McGillicuddy is back on the groove. The new episode, there's 2 new episodes now. One's going to be launching tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. If you ever wondered what a alien wearing a Boba Fett helmet would think of the fucked up shit on this planet, give a listen. Give a look. And
Midge, Lily, our child, gives us ideas about what to talk about.
Yes. And she has come up with some crackerjack
awesome
ones. This one that's running right now about the PS5, that was mine. So I'm so fucking incensed over the waste of money on this piece of shit game console that has crap fucking games, hardly any games. Nothing utilizes the shit that's supposed to come with. Anyway, watch the episode. Because I think an alien would agree. What a colossal fucking scam this was.
Awesome.
Moving on. Check out all of our links. Check out our social media. Check out the people who we follow and who follow us, because all of our, folks that we're getting screeners from and people we're talking about and talking to, they're all there.
We know cool people.
We know some really cool people.
Yeah.
And you could know them too. Follow them, see their stuff. Don't just take it from us. Decide for yourself. You will be amazed.
Yes.
Yes. And I think more importantly, keep doing your shit.
Oh, yeah.
Keep writing, keep directing, keep filming, keep lining up shots, keep composing music, keep playing music, keep putting sets together, keep painting shit, keep buying costumes. Every little thing that you do, whether you're putting up lights, running cable, or running around lighting fires for David Axe so you can have a lot of smoke.
Right?
Right? You matter. And that's, a huge thing we're just going to keep ending with, like time and time again. You matter. Every creative matters, and you don't have to be the one saying the lines. You don't have to be the one filming it. If you're involved in making it come to life, you matter. That's a creative. And that is what this is about. So, more than anything, we appreciate all of you.
We do.
We're all in this together, but we're not film makers, and we don't want to be.
We're just writers.
Right.
And podcasters.
Yeah. So we love seeing what you can do, and we love talking to you about what you do. And we just appreciate everybody, because out there someday, someone is going to be lighting for one of either our series or, feature.
Ideally.
And without you guys doing your bit, no one else can do their bit. Because if none of us are we all have to do our bits, or none of it matters. So keep it up, folks. Keep your chin up. Take those no's, turn them into something positive.
We appreciate you. We support you, and we love you.
There you go again.
Why do you hate it when I say that?
I don't. It's just easy to get you riled up. Okay.
I'm not riled.
Of course not. You think maybe we should talk about some cult memberships for you?
Sign me up, baby.
All right, B-Siders, thank you for listening. And this is Jim.
And this is Danny.
And we will be talking to you in a week, folks.
Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.